JuJu Watkins, my, JuJu Watkins, it's the best basketball player in the world. And I'll tell you that hands down. You got Caitlin, best in the WNBA. JuJu Watkins is the best in the world as a basketball player, and that's bar none. The major thing I'll tell you, I've heard a lot of conversation when it gets to JuJu and how they rank JuJu or how they scouted JuJu and what JuJu would get 25. Everybody says she has a horrible game. But JuJu Watkins is not only a generational player or generational talent. JuJu Watkins is a lifetime talent. And when you get to the speed, the quickness, and the power that JuJu Watkins possessed, no one can match that. And you kind of look at it, and I've been looking at JuJu, and I've made this, and I've been open and clear about it. If JuJu Watkins would have came out of high school, she'd have been a number one draft pick in the WNBA. JuJu Watkins as a freshman out of USC, number one draft pick. JuJu Watkins today, number one draft pick in the WNBA, bar none. And when you got to look at it, the one thing that separates JuJu Watkins from everybody else is genetics. JuJu Watkins, 6'2", 6'3". I mean, she's going to obviously weigh 30 pounds more than any other guard she's going to guard. And there's nothing there with JuJu but air and opportunity, whether it's UCLA, UConn. I mean, she's destroying them all. The only difference now, when JuJu walks into the WNBA, when that point does come, she'll get 30 points plus right off the bat. Sometimes you got to look at it from a different perspective. The point guards of the WNBA, obviously, you've got to look at it like Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray is a tremendous point guard, and Chelsea Gray also mentors JuJu Watkins. I mean, with Phil Handy, they train together. And when you look at this collectively and you start understanding what JuJu does, you're going to realize JuJu not only is big, the size I'm talking about with the Lakers, Luka, LeBron, okay? And a lot of times you'll sit in the stadiums and you'll see them from up high, but you go down the court side, you're going to figure out JuJu Watkins is 30 pounds bigger than stronger than anybody out there. Now, you talk about the speed, okay? So when I went around and I'm looking at it, all the USC teammates have openly said, JuJu Watkins, when we run sprints, suicides, anything like that, JuJu Watkins just smokes us. I mean, she's the fastest on the USC team. I mean, she's got air, space, opportunity, and ability to block shots. I mean, it's just, there's too much weight that you got to give up. Now, the other point guards, I told you the WNBA is going to the 6 foot and above point guard. And when you look at this and you look at the talent that is going to come in, the WNBA needs JuJu Watkins now, not tomorrow, not the next day, because everywhere JuJu Watkins plays, there's a sellout. And this is all going to lead up to the Olympics. So a lot of people you can look at the point guard position many different ways, right? Because when you make a claim somebody's the best in the world, that means whatever point guard they face, anytime, anywhere, any place, they're going to be the best in the game. And that's what JuJu Watkins is. Now, do you want to change that? Do you want to feel differently about it? Do you want to approach it in a different way? I'm going to say no. And the reason why is every time I've seen JuJu, she's getting better, and better. And I look at the talent level in the WNBA and I look at the size difference. And I look at the talent level when you go overseas and you go international. There's no player in the world that can stand up to JuJu Watkins. And the numbers really speak for themselves. Big games, JuJu drops 30. JuJu performs under the bright lights, and JuJu believes in being a champion. And that's what she's been all her life. So a lot of things happen differently. But in the game of basketball, there's nothing you can do with genetics. If I'm bigger, taller, stronger than you are, there's really not a whole lot you could do with that. And that's what you got with JuJu Watkins. And it may be someone that's got equal skill, but the size is going to make it where that's going to be difficult because she could post you up. I mean, there's a lot of things she could do on the defensive end. She's really just playing man, chase trap, blocking shots. There's a lot of intangibles JuJu Watkins brings that makes her the best in the world. And when you look at it from the point guards of the WNBA, they're very, very, very good point guard. But when it comes to JuJu Watkins, there's nobody in the game that can stand up. There's nobody in the game that can deliver. And there's nobody in the game with the speed, the quickness, and the power, standing 6'2", 6'3", than JuJu Watkins. Best in the game, hands down, mentored under Chelsea Gray. And, of course, California girls, right? So California's got hoopers up and down the coast. You name it, we got it. But I'll tell you right now, whether it's this year, next year, or whenever she gets to the Sparks, JuJu Watkins is the best basketball player in the world. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast, Too Hot Radio. Bringing it to you. It's going to get better and better. We'll see you soon.